Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're at the business end, the real business end of the season here in this particular save, making Tottenham Hotspurs again. If you've enjoyed the series so far, leave me that thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button if you haven't already done so. If you're here and you've just found this for the first time, then you need to go back and watch from the start pretty much. Otherwise, this is just going to be a complete spoiler. And if you've gone, great. Have a look at the playlist down below. It will take you to right back to the very beginning of this particular save when FM22 come out. We're preparing for FM23, which is why if we win today and again in the next episode, this could be the end of the series. So this could be the penultimate. It's not actually the penultimate episode. We will put a couple of extra ones on the end, but as we get a bit closer to that, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's get on. Today, we have a huge game at Wembley. Hello and welcome to episode 58 of Making Tottenham Hotspurs Again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you just one game. It is the FA Cup final at Wembley against Manchester City, and if that's a little bit déjà vu, it's because we played them in the last episode as the second match of the episode when we were having the last two games of the Premier League season. And as you will see, Premier League season is all over and done with. If you just want a quick recap on how we finished up, if you did miss that last episode, as you will see, we finished as champions, 96 points, 8 points clear of Manchester United down there in second place. I say down there because, and Liverpool in third on 81, Manchester City on 75, Chelsea on 70, Arsenal on 69, and Leicester getting the last European slot on 64. I think they have. It might go down to Everton. I'm not quite sure how all this works out. Something about, because we've both qualified for the Champions League next season, it works its way down. Don't ask me. We'll find out as the in the roundup if we don't find out before. Relegated down into the Championship, Brentford, Crystal Palace and Wolves. Who will be coming up if we do stay? Can we find out who's coming up? We can. If we go down one, I think. Still the final of the playoffs to be played. So that's still to be done. Watford and Middlesbrough. Watford and Middlesbrough are guaranteed to come up. Burnley have won their semi-final. Ipswich and Hull City. What did it say in there? I know. Right. Hull City and Burnley still have to play their second leg. Ipswich Town have won their playoff semi-final against Fulham. They have won that 3-2. So they are, Ipswich definitely through. Burnley have got to play Hull City for the other final spot. But Watford and Middlesbrough are coming up next season. So there we go. Right. Let's go back to the other screen that I had up here before all that happened, which is the Premier League Team of the Year. 7 of our players are selected for the Premier League. This is the Premier League Team of the Season. Is De Gea in goal, Hernandez, Saul, Upamecano and Royal. What can we say is a defensive line? Absolutely fantastic. Son, Hodgberg and Lo Celso in midfield. Greenwood on that side, Osimhen and Haaland up front. So we've pretty much filled 2/3 of the team up with our players. So we've done extremely, and that is extremely well. But just one other thing, I've won the Premier League Manager of the Year. Won it a couple of seasons ago when we won the title then, and last one by Harry Redknapp back in 2009, 2010. But yeah, we've wrapped that up this year. 78% win ratio, 38 games, 118 goals, conceded 33, and manager points of 1,251. Can we see manager of the month? Only won it once back in October. Zinedine Zidane has won it a couple of times. Solskjaer won it a couple of times. Klopp, Milano, Albedo, and Dean Smith. Still at Aston Villa in this game. Goodness me. Right, so that's that. I think what we ought to do now is just go in here, have a quick look at our recent history against Manchester City. As we know, it's a bit we've never lost to them. That's one consolation, never lost to them. But even down to the last Premier League game at the Etihad Stadium, it was a 1-1 draw. However, we did beat them 3-1 earlier in the season at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Right, with that all in mind, let's have a quick look then at the route to the final. I think we can do it by tree. And we want to go back to third round. So if we have a look, our route to the final comes this way. Crystal Palace 6-0, Bolton 4-0, Bristol City 5-0, 1-0 against Bournemouth, and a 3-1 against Arsenal. That's how we go. We conceded 1 goal in that run from the third round to end up in today's place. And Manchester City, 3-0 against Queen's Park Rangers, 2-0 against Barnsley, 3-1 against Hull, 3-1 against Leeds, and 5-3 against West Ham. That was a real big humdinger in the semi-final. 5-3 win against West Ham. Gets them through to today's final. Right, with that in mind, I think probably what we'll do, can we just go back? If I go back here, does it actually tell us? Yes, team news. Harry Kane's doubtful. He's got a damaged kneecap. Haaland is out. He's got a pulled calf muscle. And Chiesa is also out with a torn calf muscle. So they will be missing those 2 players. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode and the game which we're featuring today. And it is that FA Cup final at Wembley against Manchester City. Extra time will be played if the scores are level after 90 minutes. There's a penalty shootout if the scores are still level after that extra time. 3 substitutes from 7 on the bench and 1 extra time substitute can be used. So, as I say, let's have a look at the team. And this is the side that's going to face Manchester City for this final of the FA Cup. Castile's in goal. Hernandez, Upamecano, Saul and Emerson Royal are our defensive line. Lo Celso and Holzberg in front of them. And then a slight change up front. Mazulia is out on the left. Coman out on the right. Son and Abraham go a duel up the front just to see if we can break down the barrier here with Manchester City. Latula, Romero, Dembele, Ali, Reguilon, Divine and Bergwijn are all on the bench. And in a second, we'll have a quick look and see how the Manchester City team line up as well. And this is the Manchester City team. Gabriel Milano is the manager. Muric in goal. Porro, Diaz, Bastoni, Laporte, Silva, Bruyne, Szoboszlai, I hope I pronounced that right. Sterling, Debela, Nunes on the bench. Ederson, Cancelo, Foden, Delap, Diaz, Goossens and Stones. And you join us, as you'll see, we've won 4 of our last 5, drew the other one, the draw against Manchester City in that last game. And they have won 2, drawn 2, lost 1. Both sides in their familiar kits. And we're underway here at Wembley. We will be wheeling out our new kit for the Europa League final as Koeman gets away, but Laporte is there before him. Koeman looked as if he had a lot of haste on him. Emerson Royal picks up the loose ball though, and back to Holzberg, crosses it in, it's headed forward. Son And question of offside, I think. 6 minutes or 7 minutes played, and goal review. It's a goal. Son must have been onside, and it's his 25th of the season. Tammy Abraham heading it on. This cross in Holzberg. Tammy Abraham heading it on, and Son, yeah, he was onside, well onside. Ruben at least was playing him on. And we go a goal in front after 7 minutes. It looks like we've got a free kick now as well. Holzberg to take the free kick. He's going to have a go from there, and Muric had to make the save. Abraham crossed it back in. Emerson Royal. His first of the season. What a time to score his first goal of the season. 9 minutes on the clock. It'd be 10 minutes, actually, I think. I always forget to add the little bit on. And Abraham again, the provider. 2 assists for Tammy Abraham. And that 2 up front so far, touch wood, is working. As we come out from the back, Castiles to Sewell. Sewell goes out wide to Emerson Royal, scorer of the second goal. What a time to get your first of the season. Sewell. Castiles launches that one long, but Laporte is underneath it. De Bruyne. Darwin. Can never rule Manchester City out, of course. 2 goals inside the first 10 minutes is always handy. And that's through. Darwin's there, but Castiles is equal to it. And they have a free kick just inside our half. Bastoni to the person I can't pronounce, JustOffsideFM, who misses the far post as he tries to get a goal away. As we get to the half-hour mark, Muric to Dabila. And Shabazalai, he's always come off the woodwork this time, I was going to say. Has scored this time, it's gone out. And have we got him? Oh, we have. I'm just thinking we need to. What does it say on the? Got in Harbert Fair. I think we need to put him on a different foot as well. Keep a close eye on him. And into the area. That was well cut out by Sewell, but Manchester City coming forward again. Bernardo Silva. Crosses it into Dabila, who misses the target, thankfully. Definitely got back into this game, had a few chances, Manchester City. In the second half of the first half, as we go down to half-time. Half-time has arrived. We're still 2 goals in front. Not quite sure how we managed it, but we are still in front for the moment. Need to keep going in the second half. 5 shots, 4 on target. 52% possession against their 8 shots, 2 on target, and 1.02. So their XG is a lot better than ours. That's what I'm worried about. Let's see if we can keep up the good work in the second half. Come back, join us for the second half. We're underway up, and Meccano getting a yellow card. Just want to check something because I'm not sure it did it. No. Highlights are not on extended, which is a bit of a worry. We've now put them on extended. So we're going to get lots of highlights now, no doubt. Dabila with a free kick. Castiles underneath it. Couldn't hang on to it. Puts it out for a corner. So Manchester City early in this second half. But it's headed clear by Sewell. Dabila picking it up. Check that again. Definitely on extended now. I definitely had changed it, and I was just wondering to myself, we didn't normally we get kickoffs at both. So we'll make sure it's right for the Europa League final. Pedro Porro comes into the area. He's has crossed, and Sterling's there, gets one back. It's coming. his 7th goal of the season, and Manchester City get one back before we see that again. I'm going to berate the team. And Raheem Sterling peeling off his man. I think it was Upamecano. No, it was Emerson Royal he peeled off. Laporte with the throw in to Darwin. Sterling, the man who did the damage. And here again, that's gone out wide to Bernardo Silva, DeBala. And a good tackle there. Who was that? Made the tackle. Sewell. Right, might need to just check instructions here. Because I'm beginning to wonder. Whether missing some instructions. Don't appear to. De Bruyne with the corner. And it's low to Laporte. Back out to De Bruyne. And Hernandez goes out. Tries to steal it off of De Bruyne. But wasn't coming to anything. Ruben with the throw in this time to De Bruyne. And Hernandez out there, I think, with him. DeBala. Ruben. Back to De Bruyne. And we need to get a little bit of a grip on this again. We are losing too much ground. And Sterling, that was a poor shot from Sterling. I think he might... Was he offside? I don't know. But it was a poor kick in the end. Hernandez with the throw into Mazulia. Lo Celso. Upamecano. To Sewell. So back to Castells. Castells is going to launch one, which will give the ball away. Abraham underneath it, though. And, as I said, gives it away. Darwin. And, Sterling comes on a run again and tackled. But still they come away with the ball. Bernardo Silva, he's got into space. Cuts it in for DeBala, but Castells is equal to it. And the danger's still not gone, but Holzberg does. Now can we get them on the break? Abraham. Koeman finds Son. Son into space. He will look to try and get this into the box. No, he's not. Koeman will, though. Surely. Back to Son. Son looking for an outlet. Holzberg. Son, that was lucky. Lo Celso. Holzberg. Emerson Royal. Emerson Royal. Can he get the ball in? No, he's been tackled, but he's still got the ball and he's running out. And Phil Foden comes on for Jabazalai. And 61 minutes on the clock. We're going to check opposition instructions. Phil Foden. It would not be a bad thing to do that. And you can see how Manchester City have got themselves back into this. Emerson Royal with a throw in to Koeman, who gives the ball away to Foden. And Sewell wins that. And Holzberg wins it in midfield. Mazulia's shot, but I think it's gone for a corner. It's got a deflection as he took the shot. Corner comes in. It's headed clear. And they have a break on. Sterling is holding it up, really, waiting for reinforcements. And didn't come to anything, thankfully, as we head down to 70 minutes. And our usual time for change. Bastoni with a free kick. Laporte, Foden, Sterling, Nunes. And that's gone out wide to Laporte. Laporte will get there. Danger ensues again. Nunes, but he's tackled by Holzberg, who's having a fantastic game as far as tackling and stuff is concerned. That's balls, but still nobody running in on it. Thankfully, Castell's making the save. Abraham now comes forward. Emerson Royal. Back to Sewell. Holzberg. Emerson Royal. Finds Abraham. Son finds... Not sure who he found, but Koeman was there. It's been blocked and Muric picks it up gratefully. Upamecano and Saul tidying up at the back there. Emerson Royal looking to make a change shortly. Saul, Hodgberg, Emerson Royal, Abraham to Emerson Royal. Finds Lo Celso. Lo Celso, he's chipped his goalkeeper, and there it is. 3-1. And that, surely, with 15 minutes to go, gives us a little bit of a leeway now. As we see that again. Abraham, Emerson Royal, lovely ball to Lo Celso. Lo Celso got the goalkeeper to commit and chipped. And a fantastic goal from Lo Celso. That's a bit more like it. Right, while we're on stop, let's have a look. We definitely need to make a couple of changes. Mazzulli has not had a good game there today. Dele Alli will come on for him. It's going to be Romero for Upamecano. Those two changes. Point the finger. Go out and make a difference. Romero is aggressive, apparently. And we're back underway. We made those two changes. Romero with a free kick to Hodgberg. Son, Abraham, Koeman into areas. Lovely shot, but Muric is equal to it. And I think we will make that third change now. And it is Kingsley Koeman that will come off. And it's going to be Stephen Bergwijn, I think, on for him. On that right-hand side. And we're back underway. As we head down to 90 minutes. Manchester City not getting back in this. And I think we have won the FA Cup. Hernandez to Lo Celso. Bergwijn. Hernandez. Upamecano. Romero, Hodgberg, Bergwijn. Oof, shot from distance and always going over. I think the goalkeeper made no movement whatsoever. Emerson Royal now to Abraham. Emerson Royal, Son. Dele Alli heads it into the path of Bergwijn. And it offside. I think Bergwijn. Stones gets us back underway. Gone out wide to Sterling. And bit of a poor do there. Emerson Royal with a throw in. We're nearly on time. They're not going to get 2 goals back. Hodgberg. Bergwijn. Emerson Royal. Romero. Hodgberg. Out to Lo Celso. Dele Alli. Son. Son through to Abraham. It's too far in front of him. Especially this time of the game. Everybody's tired. Muric. What's he going to do? Launch this ball long. That's the only thing he can do. Hernandez hits it down into the path of Hodgberg, who puts it out wide for Dele Alli. And it's not quite sure what was going on. I think that's it. Game over. We have won the FA Cup. And third trophy of the season. We're on for 4 here. Just the Europa League to go. And it's a good cup win. Very good cup win. So there we have it. Third trophy of the season, boys and girls. and we did it in style. 3-1 against Manchester City, and they weren't really up to much. I mean, they did have a better XG, to be fair. 15 shots, 6 on target against our 11 and 6 on target. We had a 1.38 against their 1.76 on the XG, but we still beat them. That choice to put 2 up front, I think, was a sound one. Whether we deploy the same in the Europa League, we will have to make that finite decision in a short while. And there's confirmation. Tottenham lift the FA Cup on a warm summer's evening at Wembley. Tottenham had the honour of lifting the FA Cup after Tottenham's 3-1 victory over Manchester City. Played out a stalemate in their first meeting, but Tottenham were able to take all the spoils, this time winning 3-1. An error from Ruben Dias allowed a legendary striker Minson to score a volley with a 6-yard from within the 6-yard box. VR system advised change to referee Martin Atkinson's decision to initially disallow the goal. Wing-back Emerson Royal doubled Tottenham's lead and close-range header in 10 minutes. Raheem Sterling pulling one back for Manchester City after 54 minutes with a deftly executed finish from close range, and world-class midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso finally rounded off the victory on 76 minutes with a instinctive lob over the goalkeeper. Well done. And Tottenham celebrate a famous treble, won the Emirates FA Cup, Premier League and the Carabao Cup this season. So both domestic cups we have in the cupboard, and looking good. 1.83 million for that. Post-match conference we'll do shortly. Fans praise manager Just Offside. I mean, just witnessed their team lift the Emirates FA Cup for the first time since 1991. Are understandably happy in what their manager has achieved for them. Spokesman for the sport has commented that everyone had someone like in charge was a source of great pride for Tottenham fans. Thank you very much. The manager pleases the board. It's good stuff. And we'll have a look at those offline. That means we have one playing episode left as it currently stands. The Europa League final against Arsenal. And then we will have a end of season review, look at possible transfers that we might bring in. And then we'll have a couple of extra episodes. More about that at the end of the next episode. Just a quick look at the finances, though. I don't think we've actually been given our budgets. I haven't seen them. But it looks like we've got 58 million to spend in our budget this year. Plus, our wage budget has gone up to 4.1 million. Upamecano also needs his contract renegotiating, so I think we'll go ahead and do that as well. Basically, that's where we're at, guys. We're back for that, not final episode, but we're back for the final, the Europa League final in Vienna at the Ernst Happel Stadium against our arch rivals, Arsenal. In the next one, we'll have our new kit as well, so we'll be previewing that. So, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this, and there's not many of them left, trust me. Also about our other two series, To Be a Legend and From the Bottom to the Top. And of course, it will keep you informed of what's going to happen in FM23. Who are we going to manage in the beta? Any ideas? Put them in the comments below, and I'll see. I might just have a prize for somebody who puts down in the comments who they think we're going to manage, if indeed they are right, of course. New episodes of Making Tottenham Hotspur again, currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. There's probably about another 4 episodes, I reckon, to go. Hang a minute. Europa League final. There'll be about another 4 or 5 episodes, which should take us fairly close to FM23 coming out. If you want to keep up to date what's happening anyway on this channel, then you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. episode 59. It's out on Friday. It's the Europa League final in Vienna against Arsenal. I can't wait.